So the CEO of YouTube posted this blog the other day, and credit to Unknown Assassin, he mentioned something about this in the live stream Tuesday. And yes, I realized we did a discuss video yesterday, and there's probably going to be some Grand Theft Auto Online stuff today. But at the same time, as I've mentioned before, when it comes to the discuss series, it's a bit more flexible than the rant series, whereas I always try to put out a rant on Sunday and only on Sunday, because that's what you guys are used to. With discuss videos, you might get a discuss video once a week, or you might get two a week, or you may not get one for a few weeks, depending on if there's anything worth discussing. So, anyways, if you have anything to discuss, future episodes, feel free and send them my way via the comment section, Twitter, Facebook, our Discord, all my social stuff linked below in the description section. So this really focuses on content creators, YouTubers, whether you make Let's Plays, doesn't matter what kind of channel, it's a gaming channel or a makeup channel or a political channel or a talk channel, a tech channel, doesn't matter. This affects everybody that's a content creator on YouTube, whether you do, live streams or do you just record and edit content. I do both, obviously. So this most definitely affects me from the CEO of YouTube. So let's go over this article linked below in the description section. Protecting our community. Quote unquote, dear creators, every year I'm reminded of how unique and special our YouTube community is, and 2017 is no different. This was a year of amazing growth and innovation, but I wanted to take this opportunity to reflect on what has also been a very tough year for our creator community. In the past year, we saw a significant increase in bad actors seeking to exploit our platform, from sharing extremist content and disseminating misinformation, to impersonating creators, to spamming our platform with videos that masquerade as family-friendly content, but are not. These actions harm our community by undermining trust in our platform and hurting the revenue that helps creators like you thrive. In light of this, we've just announced new actions to protect our community from inappropriate content, and we'll go over this article in just a second. We want to give creators confidence that their revenue won't be harmed by bad actors, while giving advertisers assurances that their ads are running alongside content that reflects their brand's values. To do that, we need an approach that does a better job determining which channels and videos should be eligible for advertising. We've heard loud and clear from creators that we have to be more accurate when it comes to reviewing content, so we don't demonetize videos, apply the yellow icon that a lot of us have come to know and despise by mistake. We're planning to apply stricter criteria and conduct more manual curation, while also significantly ramping up our team of ad reviewers to ensure ads are only running where they should. This will help limit inaccurate demonetizations while giving creators more stability around their revenue. We'll be talking to our creators over the next few weeks to hone this new approach. As I've said many times over the years, creators are the lifeblood of YouTube's community. It is their originality, authenticity, talent, and dedication that attracts global audience to YouTube. It is their passion and presence that turns casual viewers to devoted fans who are eager to learn, share, and come together. And it is their inclusiveness that gives over 1 billion people who visit YouTube every month a place to belong. Though it's been a difficult year, time and again, we've seen our creators come together to do incredible things on YouTube. We saw acceleration in channel subscriptions, bringing total number of channels to hit the 1 million subscriber milestone, as well as over 5,000. Let's see, blah, 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 blah. Let's see, these stories are at the heart of what makes YouTube community so special. It's a place where the creators and fans can come together to reach new heights, break records, and turn online audience into a real-world movement. That's why we need to do all that we can do to protect this community, to counter threats from bad actors, and to ensure that YouTube remains a place where all creators can thrive. Susan, the CEO of YouTube. And there's people that like her, there's people that dislike her for various rhymes and reasons. So the other article, which is linked right there, is another blog regarding expanding the work against the abuse of the platform. Expanding our work against the abuse of our platform. As the CEO of YouTube, I've seen how our open platforms has been a force for creativity, learning, access to information. I've seen how activists have used it to advocate for social change, mobilize protests, and document war crimes. I've seen how it serves as both an entertainment destination and a video library for the world. I've seen how it has expanded economic opportunity, allowing small businesses and markets to sell their goods across borders. And I've seen how it has helped enlighten my children, giving them a bigger, broader understanding of our world and the billions who inhabit it. But I've also seen up close that there is another, more troubling side of YouTube's openness. I've seen how some bad actors are exploiting our openness to mislead, manipulate, harass, or even harm. In the last year, we took actions to protect our community against violent or extremist content, testing new systems to combat emerging evolving threats. We tightened our policies on what content can appear on our platform or earn revenue for creators. We've increased our enforcement teams. We have invested in powerful new machine learning technology to scale efforts of our human moderators to take down videos and comments that violate our policies. Now we are applying that lesson we've learned from our work fighting violent extremist content over the last year in order to tackle the more problematic content. Our goal is to stay one step ahead of bad actors, making it harder for policy-violating content to surface or remain on YouTube. So there's more people reviewing more content. They're tackling the issues at scale, such as, let's see, they've removed over 150,000 videos for violent extremism. Machine learning helping human reviewers. A lot of this we've talked about a moment ago. 98% of videos we remove from violent extremism are flagged by our machine learning algorithms, our advanced machine. So they got this machine that's learning all this awesome stuff. Greater transparency, new approach advertising on YouTube. Okay, so I'm not going to read all over all that. You guys can go read this if you want. Feel free and do so. I'm just going to give you my thoughts regarding all this. Yes, I agree that there are bad actors on YouTube, and there have been bad actors for a very long time who post violent extremism crap, and that shit should be taken down. I agree entirely. And I also agree that there are people out there that will unfortunately steal from other YouTubers. I've seen it throughout my time as a content creator. Not me, no one steals from me. I mean, I haven't made it that far yet as a content creator. But I have seen bigger YouTube channels, that are very popular. Their content gets taken by other people, bad actors, just like Susan calls them, and then they post it on their channel. And they try to make it seem like that they're that YouTuber when in reality they're not. They're just, taking advantage of the name of that YouTuber and of their content, and they're trying to make a profit off of the work that they did. So yeah, all that shit should be pulled off of YouTube. The bad actors don't have a place on YouTube. Unfortunately, they will always try and find a place, whether it's extremists or spammers or trolls, those that preach hate, they're going to be there. And I think it's good that YouTube is doing their thing to try and combat that. And I don't think that channels like that should get a profit. They shouldn't be rewarded for spewing hate or for stealing from other content creators, whether it's a gaming content creator or is it a tech content creator or a content creator that made something else entirely. At the same time, the reality is most of the content creators that did nothing wrong have been punished for the actions of these bad apples. And it's something that several of us have been talking about. Several of my friends who are also content creators on YouTube who do streaming or they make videos. It's something that is a regular topic of conversation for us. And yeah, it sucks because I hear about so many channels that are hurting right now, not just monetarily, but also in views. So all this action that's being taken by YouTube in order to stop the bad actors is also hurting the good content creators. And it's sad to see that because like everyone that I know that's a content creator puts a lot of hard work into their channel, whether they do reviews like Carrick does over on his channel, ACG. I'm also part of his podcast, the International Podcast, or fellow streamers like Azrlin, Sky, along with MRG and a few others. And, these are channels of various sizes. Some only have a few thousand subscribers. And, Carrick's channel has, several 100,000 subscribers, but that's not the point. Big channels and small channels are unfortunately being affected by these drastic changes by YouTube in order to combat a serious problem with the bad actors. Us other content creators are being punished. And unfortunately, some of us have started to notice a trend. Whereas, whenever we first post a video or a stream, it'll get demonetized. But magically, a day or so later, it'll go from yellow to green. Now, the problem is, I believe, and I could be wrong about this, I believe that during that time that it's yellow, where it's, not suitable for all advertisers, and this could be completely wrong, but I think that during that time period, you're not making any money off that video. It's only whenever the green icon goes back up. For example, I will show you guys on my channel what I'm talking about, because some of you are probably sitting there going like, GeauxBurns, what the hell are you babbling about? I don't understand GeauxBurns. Okay. Let's pull up my Creator Studio and we'll go into my list of videos. All right, so today is Wednesday, and right now my Discuss Gambling video that I posted yesterday is monetized. However, my live stream for Grand Theft Auto Online Biker Contracts is limited with no ads. So that's what I'm talking about. Some of these, are monetized, green, and some aren't. And some have a copyright dispute that I'm fighting right now over music from the 1930s, but that's an issue I've ranted about before. So the issue here is, what happens is, like, usually the first day or two, that's when you're going to get the most views for a video. Unless it goes viral and goes crazy, it does happen. It hasn't happened to me in a while. But usually the first 24 hours is when you're going to get a huge chunk of the views for said video or live stream. And for YouTube to only give you like the green button after the fact and have this button during that time period, during that window when you're getting the most views, i.e. the most percentage of money from ad revenue, then it feels like that it's being intentionally like curtailed to where we're not making as much money as we used to. And look, I don't make that much money on YouTube. I make maybe a few bucks a month if I'm lucky. I'm a small YouTuber. I only have nearly 5,500 subscribers, but I am honored by everyone that is subscribed to the channel, all my awesome viewers, subscribers, and fans. But at the same time, as a content creator, you do take a certain sense of pride in wanting to be able to, make a few bucks off your content that you worked on to put together, recording video and audio and making the thumbs, even if your thumbs are, shit like mine, or titles or all that other stuff. You're trying to follow the rules of YouTube, because I do try to follow the rules. At the end of the day, we still get punished. And I think it's unfair because, several other content creators have talked about leaving YouTube. They feel like that they can no longer make a buck doing what they love to do. And some people are going to be like, well, they shouldn't be trying to make money off YouTube anyways. Okay, well, if it wasn't for content creators putting hours into their content and posting it, on a daily basis or a weekly basis, bringing in viewers and subscribers, which leads to ad revenue, then where would YouTube be? Where would YouTube be without the content creators? That's the reality. Without the content creators, there would be no content for people to watch and subscribe to. Therefore, no reason for ad revenue to exist on YouTube, because there'd be nothing to watch. And to hurt us, to hinder us financially, whether it's intentional or unintentional, I'm not saying that what I believe is true. I'm just saying it's a theory I have, and how theories go. It just seems very suspicious, and I've heard several other content creators, I'm not going to mention them, they've said the same thing, like, it'll go a day or so where it's yellow, and then magically, a day or so later, when it's no longer a big thing on your channel, the green icon appears. Not always. Sometimes stuff stays limited. I don't know, limited with no ads. That icon does appear. But it does seems fascinating that does transpire on videos, not just for my channel, but for other channels, big and small as well, that are that have the 10,000 lifetime views minimum in order to monetize content. So it does feel like that we're kind of getting screwed out of a few bucks, and those few bucks, that I'm screwed out of, and that other channels are getting screwed out of, it does add up to probably a lot of money every month. And yes, YouTube is in the red. They're struggling. I get that. So I don't know what the real motivation is here. Are they simply using the bad actors as an excuse to skim more money off of us? Or is it just a serious computer flaw that they're having to deal with? But at the same time, anyone that has gotten their channel big enough to where they could, go from having a full-time job in real life to a part-time job to making YouTube their job, what is wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that at all, because that's something that most people should do. They should find a job and a career that they're passionate about, that they enjoy doing, that doesn't feel like work. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't have that luxury, but there are those that put forth the effort, that struggle, that endure, because they believe they want to be this or want to be that. And, some lucky ones make it. Not everyone does, but at the same time, those that do make it, obviously have a fan base, and, that's how they're making a living. So I can understand how a lot of, bigger YouTubers that depend on, that, money coming in every month from Google, kind of needs that money to, pay the bills, to, do the necessary things one needs in order to survive in the day and age we live in, like pay the rent or the mortgage, the car note, insurance, put food on the table, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, I do think that there's something very wrong going on with YouTube, and I really hope that something is done, and that maybe, just maybe, YouTube is going to eventually resolve this matter and make things right with the community, because right now, a lot of fellow YouTubers are hurting right now, and it's not just monetarily, it's also affecting YouTubers view-wise. And that's something that I guess I could say I care more about than the money, because, yeah, for me, it's only a few bucks. And maybe one day my YouTube channel gets big enough to where I can, make a living. That would be nice. I would not complain, in all honesty, I wouldn't. But I just want to be able to get my videos out there to where more people interested in, the games that I post or the topics I make on the channel, where it's easier to reach that audience and bring in new subscribers to the GeauxBurns Nation. That's what I care about right now. Growing my channel, gaining new viewers and subscribers and fans. So if I do that, then eventually, hopefully, that means that, there'll be more ad revenue coming my way, more sponsorship opportunities, legit sponsorship opportunities, by the way. And, maybe eventually that does happen for me and other YouTubers that work hard, to make the content that they make, whether it's, recorded content, edited content, or live streams. I just hope that whatever these issues that we're facing right now on YouTube as content creators will be resolved, hopefully sooner rather than later. But what do you think is going on? Is YouTube actually taking measures in order to ultimately protect the community, or are they doing things that inadvertently or intentionally perhaps harm the content creators on YouTube, including the good ones, the big ones, the small ones, all those that obey the rules, that are trying to make legit content? Is their actions helping us or hindering us? Feel free and chime in with your views, your opinions, your thoughts regarding this issue below in the comments section.